Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your mid-May monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Pisces. And I am back again using my regular Shadowscapes tarot deck, and I will be using this deck consistently pretty much the next couple of months until I decide to do more videos, but right now my schedule is very full. I am still doing private readings, so if you'd like to have a private reading, feel free to email me at elizabetholson31@gmail.com. I'd love to get you scheduled. And so let's just see what we get. I just rolled out a spread for you guys. This again is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Pisces. And you have a really good spread, with the exception of one or two cards. So it's a pretty good spread for mid-May. This is mid-May 2015. This is the second half for the second half. But the first card right out of the gate is, to me, this is you, Pisces, male Pisces, with their ascendant, sun, or moon. This is you. Generally, this is the Knight of Cups. Generally, I consider this to be the player card, one of the player cards. So if you're a Pisces, chances are, there may be, so for some of you, you may be kind of a player. For some of you, you may not be a player at all. You may just be looking for an emotional connection in a relationship. And I feel like you're going to be getting it because what's crossing you is this King of Cups. Whoops, just dropped it. The King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is emotional contentment. So this is feeling really happy. This is feeling like your cup is full, your cup runs over, okay? There's a lot of emotions here, Pisces. And what you have in the immediate future is the Two of Cups, which is a commitment, which is a romance, which is a relationship, okay? Now, and this is real, something real. So to me, if you're not in a relationship, you soon will be, okay? For female Pisces, this may be someone who may be another Pisces or a Libra. This could be also a Scorpio or a Cancer male, okay, that you're in a relationship with. Now, here's the thing. My feeling is that for Pisces ladies that's in a relationship with a Scorpio or Cancer or Libra or even another Pisces, is that this guy, to me, is a player, okay? So, because he's in the recent past, you've got the Two of Pentacles, and it usually is a guy who's in a relationship and who's cheating, okay, and it's doubled up with another girl, okay. So Pisces females, okay, you got to watch out for this dude right now that you're thinking about. Part of the problem is that you're obsessing about him, and you're not thinking about you. When I do a reading, where there's a guy at the center. And this is kind of typical of Pisces females. Pisces are they think about others a lot. They tend to have a lower self-esteem, and they need to really work on their self-esteem. They really need to work on taking care of themselves and having a healthy self-love for themselves. Some of them don't really know what self-love is. So if that's you, Pisces, and you're obsessing about this guy, chances are you're not loving yourself enough, because he's in a relationship. And so therefore you're settling for less. You're settling to be like number 2 in a relationship when you should be number 1. You should be the only person, okay? For some of you, it's possible that your partner in the recent past was cheating, okay? For some of you who aren't in a relationship and you're single, this to me is in the recent past, you may have been interested in someone who was in a relationship, or you may just have had some serious work-life balance issues where, you know, you were trying to juggle a lot of things. You had a lot of balls in the air, and you were juggling those things. And so my feeling is that you just need to, and it's kind of been a little bit of a testing time, because you do get the strength card, which is you know, a testing card here. Also, the strength card to me can be also a female. So female Pisces, you may have like some Leo, strong Leo in your chart, strong Aquarius in your chart. Same thing with guys. You may have some Leo. Pisces females may be in a relationship with a Leo. Could also be a Capricorn, Aries, or Sagittarius. Usually this is a strong Leo though, Leo or Aquarius. But some of you may just be, you know, when you it's a test of strength. The universe sends you the shitstorm, okay? Basically, it's like you have to, you know, the universe takes stuff out, and then you're stuck with, well, what do I do now? How do I get through this? What's the next step? And that's how you know you're being tested for strength, because it takes a lot of inner strength to stay focused and determined, which is focus and determination is not necessarily the Pisces strength, okay? The Pisces strength is being able to connect on an emotional level with others, okay? To be able to be kind of the empaths of the zodiac and kind of understand things from a very deep perspective. They're generally very deep people, okay? There's a lot to them. You can never really fully get to know a Pisces. There's a lot underneath the surface. So the thing is that, you know, if you're going through a testing time where strength is needed, chances are, Pisces, you're going to feel kind of like a little bit at a loss. This is what's crowning you. So this is what, you know, maybe mid-May, as soon as you watch this video, the week that you're in, you may be going through a time where you feel like you're dealing with a shitstorm, and you're being tested for strength. Now, in the recent past, in the distant past, you got the Passion card. To me, this is I call it the Passion card. This is the Ace of Wands, okay? And the Ace of Wands is really staking your claim. You know, this fox is really, in the image here, is really saying, this is what's mine. This is what I want, okay? Because you have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Pentacles and this Two of Cups, my feeling is that there was some element of adultery going on. I'll just say that for some of you, there's some element of adultery going on. Whether it was actual full-on, you know, having sex, or whether it was just like an emotional affair. To me, there has been some level of passion, okay? And I feel like it's been with this Two of Pentacles person, where there's another person involved, okay? So, so the thing, though, I mean, right now, to me, these are all generally very positive cards, okay? However, I feel like because of the combination of the cards, for some of you who are dealing with someone who is not single, and they're entering into a relationship with you, or they're trying to get with you, or you're just sleeping with them, or you're just thinking about someone who's unavailable. To me, this is in a way, to me, this is not the best person for you, okay? This is not the person for you, okay? I'm just going to say it. I feel like this is a bad dude. You got the Five of Swords in the position of your attitude. Now, the issue may be where you may actually have a family with this person. And you may even be moving, okay, with this person, okay? You may even move in, you know? Some of you who are single, though, for those of you who are single, Pisces guys especially, those of you who are looking for love, I feel like you're going to find it, okay? I feel like you're going to find it. I feel like you're going to plan a future with this person and most likely move in with them. Um, to me, this is future. These two things coming together here, this is very clear. We got the two of cups and the moving card together in this, side by side. So to me, that's very, this is a big. This would be a big move. Okay, this is a big deal. I should say, not necessarily a big move, but a big deal. And some of you really want a family. Okay, maybe you're thinking of starting a family. Maybe you're looking for love. To me, this is looking for love, finding it, and then starting your family and moving in with that person. Some of you, especially the male Pisces, those of you who are not and single, okay, if you're female or male and single, those of you who are soon to be meeting someone, moving in, starting a family, all that, you may be kind of going through this period of time where you have the attitude or you've adopted the attitude of the word is scarcity, where you're terrified of scarcity, because this card in some cases indicates a bad dude. For the male Pisces, this could be you, but for those of you who are in a relationship and you're cheating, this is you, okay? Those of you who are single and looking for love and getting into a real committed relationship, this is not you. This feels like it's more just survival mode, okay? You're concerned about scarcity and survival mode. And for some reason, it's the word is, it's unfounded concern about lack, about money. Some of you do have real valid concerns about money where you're trying to put food on the table and you're trying to have enough money for gas and groceries. But it's for others, it's just the mentality of scarcity, being concerned that you're not going to have enough, or being worried about maybe having enough to start the family or having enough to buy the house. You know what I mean? Because to me, this is falling in love, buying a house, starting a family, and it does take money. So some of you may have concerns about that. But you need to remember that, again, this is tying up with the Strength card. For those of you who are going through kind of a tough time financially, the main thing to do is to smile and show your teeth in the face of financial tough times and know that you're abundant now. And the more you worry about it and the more you stress about it, to me, this is one of the only cards that's negative really in the whole spread for you. Pisces guys, specifically Pisces guys, don't get caught up in worries about money. Don't get caught up in how am I going to pay the bills. Be proactive in doing what you need to do to make money, to get a job if you need one, to, again, it's being focused and determined to make the significant changes that need to happen in your life. To me, that's very important. My computer's being weird again. It's just being slow. But anyways, so now Pisces females, going back, this to me is a bad dude, okay? Because it's tying up with these other cards, which maybe two guys that you're dealing with, okay, Pisces females, or even potentially three or four. Some of you may be dating a lot. Pisces females may be dating a lot. You may be just kind of going through a handful of bad dudes. In the end, you don't want to be engaging in any kind of, like I said, activity that's not positive. Okay, let's just put it that way. Now, for everyone, those of you who are single or not, you got the Wish card, okay? This is the 8 of Wands. I call it getting what you wish. She's wishing on the dandelions, okay? And she is wishing that I feel like she's wishing for a relationship. Okay, because I set the card down and really it just, to me, that's what she's wishing for. She's wishing for a commitment. Or he, okay? So Pisces guys, you also could be looking for a commitment. Some of you, not all of you, okay? I did pull another card, though, to see also what she would be wishing for. And some of you are wishing for an equal partnership, okay? So some of you want a relationship, but some of you just want a 50-50 partnership where it's not just about what you give financially to the table or what you bring to the table as far as the bills and the room and board aspects to the pot. You want somebody who's really going to be supportive of you, okay? And you are going to get your wish. This is an equal partnership. So you see that this guy is pouring a lot of money into this plant, but this plant does support him, okay? It's important, Pisces, to be on the same page as far as your partner, okay? You need to get on the same financial page. Sit down and have a discussion with a financial planner, a banker, someone who's going to help to advise you best about your finances, okay? It's just one of those things. This card is interesting because in the negative aspect of this card is unequal partnership and resentment. And I usually call this card the card of resentment. So if you've been in a relationship in the past where there's been resentment, okay, where there's been issues about money, where someone's giving it all and not someone's just leeching, someone's just mooching, someone's just taking. To me, that's not going to be an issue in the future. I feel like a partner that you're going to get, Pisces, is may have their own money. I'm getting the words well-to-do for some of you. Some of you, it's not that they're well-to-do per se in the sense that they're wealthy. They just have some money. They make a decent living. They're not the person to go out and blow it. They bring something to the pot. They bring something to the table. And even if that was to stop, they'd still bring a lot to the table. They'd still work hard to get it. Okay, so they're not the kind of person that say they lost their job, they'd sit around all day. No, they would go out and get another job. Okay, so this is someone I feel like this is a 50-50 partnership. Okay, for some of you. That are looking and wishing for a relationship that doesn't have these kinds of issues where there's financial issues or resentment there. Some of you are wishing too that the resentment wasn't there. And that is wishful thinking, okay? Although it's a near impossibility, so I'm going to say, those of you that are wishing for the impossible, which seems very pie in the sky and Pisces-esque, okay? That I don't feel like it's going to change. Okay, those of you who are in a relationship already, that's in a committed relationship, issues of resentment are not going to change. Things about the past that have happened in the past, to me, are not going to change. No. It's very rare that I ever say this, because to me, this card is getting what you wish. And if you're wishing for the resentment to not be there, then for some of you, it's going to happen. But I would say for most of you, I don't feel like it's going to change. Because that to me is a wish that is, like I said, a near impossibility. Resentment very rarely is something that you can get rid of in a relationship. Usually it piles up and piles up and piles up, and then the relationship just ends, okay? Because there's too much, and you can't really go back and undo the resentment. It's one of those tricky little devil type feelings that I'm sure Pisces understands really well, because Pisces gets feelings that it's the kind of thing where you just can't go back and erase it. It's and even in the future, even if you say, okay, the person that resents you stops resenting you now. There's still all that, it's like garbage, it's like collective over time. But for those of you who are starting off more fresh, this is where, this is where you get kind of a new chance at having an equal partnership. Originally, this card was an equal partnership, okay? But eventually it became the resentment card because I was seeing so much inequality in relationships. So much of, I pay for everything, why can't they pay for something, right? Kind of thing. And I'm seeing that a lot. And that is like the number one issue in marriages, I feel. The financial aspect. And I feel like Pisces is looking for somebody. I feel like for you right now who are single, you're looking and wanting to be in a relationship. You're looking for a partnership where it doesn't have that element, where money isn't an issue. You're looking to get to that place, or you're looking for that person where money isn't an issue, where they're working and you're working and they put in a lot and you put in a lot, and it's not about who's giving more, who's providing for who. It's about kind of like shared resources and respect in what you do in the career that you have. So that's what's coming to me for that. Now, going back to this card, going back to the emotions card, this is the card in the position of emotions, I should say, in the future. Okay, so these are some future cards, okay? So this is in the position of future. In the future, you're feeling like probably towards the end of May, you may be feeling, maybe stressed out and kind of just overly focused on taking care of your family, putting food on the table, making meals, basic day-to-day stuff. And you may not be thinking bigger thoughts, but the universe wants you to think bigger thoughts. The universe wants you to open your mind, become more childlike, to have more fun, basically. They want you to have more fun and to not worry so much. This is the do not worry card, okay? So for those of you who already have a family and maybe are concerned about your kids, I'm here to tell you not to worry about your kids, okay? And I don't see that finances are really an issue, although you may have some child support issues. Some of you may have some child support issues. But I don't feel like the energy factor where money is kind of flowing, I feel like money is flowing into your life. And because to me, this is the card where money flows. So, some of you may be worried about the kids or about taking care of the household or just financial stuff. But I feel like you don't have to, because this is a card about do not worry. The universe is saying you need to go out and have fun. You need to go to the park. You need to go enjoy the sunshine. You need to get outside. You need to just have fun. Now, I will say though, for those of you who do have kids and we're dealing with some cheating issues, whether it was you that was cheating or whether it was the other person that was cheating, I feel like for some of you, you were dealing with a cheating husband, okay? And for some of you, you're dealing with, you're cheating maybe on your, partner, or you're cheating with somebody else who is cheating, okay? So for those of you who are single, it's the other, for those Pisces ladies that are single, it's the guy. And it might not be a Pisces guy. To me, this is more of an earth sign guy. This is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo guy, or it could be also an Aries guy as well. I see him as an Aries. Could also be a Gemini or Libra, because to me this is balance too. So, yeah. I think I covered it. It would be the Capricorn, the Taurus, the Gemini, the Aries, the Libra guy. So to me, he's trouble. Okay, he's trouble. No offense to Libras or Geminis, but this is a guy that typically is cheating, or is prone to cheat, prone to cheating because there's two sides. The Libra has two sides. The Gemini has two sides. The Taurus has two horns. The Aries has two horns. The Cap has two horns. So these are the issues. Could also be a Virgo, like I said, as well. Because to me, there's a lot of Earth in this card. And so those of you who are there where there's cheating elements, you know, you are blocking your blessings with the negativity of this person, okay? This person, people ask me this all the time. Well, what do you mean by blocking? What do you mean by that? You know, and I'm saying that, like, basically there's positive and negative energies in the universe. And if you're dealing with somebody who has negative energies because of their karma that they're incurring through cheating, then that is basically overshadowing the positive, okay, in some instances. Not you know, and it's a balance, obviously, of positive and negative stuff, but if you have a lot of negativity, then you can't, that's a space that the light is not able to touch, you know, in your life. And you want, for financial blessings, those of you who do have financial concerns, and I feel like for Pisces, some of you do have financial concerns, although you don't really, I don't feel like it's a major financial concern. I don't feel like you're going through any like serious crisis. I feel like some of you are just kind of obsessing about money, and you're worried about money, and you're worried about where things are going in your relationship, and you're worried about cheating issues. Some of you, I'm going to just say this, some of you are not living in reality, in the sense that some of you, there isn't cheating issues. There isn't. You think there are, but there aren't, okay? And some of you, there really aren't financial issues. You think there is, but there isn't. So to me, it's this non-reality. I feel like it's non-reality. For some of you, it is a reality. For you, some of you, the person that you were dealing with in the recent past is a cheater. He's doubled up. That's how it is. Some of you in the recent past, it's more of a work-life balance issue where you're working too much, you're not playing enough. You know, that's where the universe is saying, you need to go out and have some fun, you know? We're moving into the end of May, we're moving into Gemini. It's time to go out and have fun like the Geminis would. And you may have some Gemini in your chart, and you may be, like I said, in a relationship with a Gemini, okay? You may have been in a relationship with a Gemini. But the negativity that they're bringing in, if they're in a relationship with someone else, is not good for you in the end. Reality or not, the reality is, in my mind, that person isn't good for you, okay, in your life. So that's something that you need to consider. And I feel like this person is, you have a karmic connection with this person, okay, past life connection with this person. And Pisces, if you're in a relationship with a Gemini guy, I feel like it's a karmic connection. There's a lot of the reason you got the Two of Cups is because there's a lot of love there, you know. The Two of Cups doesn't always symbolize a commitment, although it can. It can also symbolize friendship, and it can also symbolize a relationship of some sort, okay? You know, it can, to me, it's not really a one-night stand. It's having love for someone, mutual love for someone. But the thing is that the way I see it, a lot of times we want somebody in our lives that either doesn't love us back or isn't good for us. And then we wish on it with all our heart. It's sort of like you're wishing on a star. You wish on it with all your heart. But the thing is it doesn't change the fact that that person isn't good for us. And later down the line, we can look back and we can say, well, what was I thinking? Or why was I thinking about that person? I mean, they're not what I wanted at all. But in the moment, we get so wrapped up in it. And I feel like Pisces, for some of you, you're really wrapped up in a relationship that isn't good for you. And there are other Pisces. I think some of you single Pisces, you really are in for a real relationship. It's coming. That's committed, that you do have a family with, and you do move in together or buy a house together, and you have like the full package deal. And all of your concerns about scarcity or not having enough money, they're all going to go. They're all going to go away, because it's like, to me, you're going to really have the support that you need. They're going to support you just as much as you support them. So I feel like financially you're going to be just fine, especially because I feel like they're going to have some money as well. And so it's not just like you're spending all your money on the family. No, it's, they're going to put money in too. So yeah, so this was kind of a long one, but if you guys have questions, or if you'd like to message me, feel free to do so. Also, if you'd like to email me for a private reading, my email is elizabetholson31@gmail.com. Again, and so I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to get you scheduled, and I wish you guys all the best. So I'm going to send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.